Alright, time to find out what's out there.
But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in on itself or anything. Also, is our mic okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off, uh-oh. Just like Junko said. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference.
And turn them back on. Goodbye, Despair High School.
We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. I almost felt absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending.
It's a little weird to say that when...
It's a little meta.
Yeah.
A little on the nose. We were stuck there in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But, in the end...
Hey.
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point we have to leave.
To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence.
Makoto, would you do the honors?
Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. In the end, she dropped it before us. But is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world. In other words...
I will force you out. And she said that just before dropping that. It makes sense that it would be our way out of here. But you never know, maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she'd let us leave here alive. You may be right about that. Maybe. Yes. But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Also, we can't stay here. The air purifier's turned off. We'll run out of oxygen.
There's nothing to worry about. If something ever happened to Master, I'd take my scissors and jam him so far up. Huh? Hey, where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind?
Hey. We might want to take a seat. Gotta make this short, though. The world's over.
It's all over. We're just about to leave the school.
What? Leave? We can go outside? Then that means me and Master can get married.
What was stopping you beforehand?
And then he'll give me a little jewel of a baby.
That's enough.
Please stop. That would be a great horror that would be a greater horror than anything I've encountered so far.
Cold.
Anyway, don't worry. I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
It's what happens after we get out that I'm worried about.
But, you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks maybe when we get out of here, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. That on the other side of the door, the world is as peaceful as we remember.
A lie. Peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live, and we'll be together, as friends. Yeah, I guess so. Well, I can read your mind now. And how do I put this? Unlike the school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. But there also has to be lots of hope, right?
In other words...
The act of searching for hope to try and find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward no matter what trouble you may fall into. Is that what you mean, Makoto?
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we first must rebuild the Togami dynasty.
I'll go with you. I'll follow you anywhere you want to go.
You got it.
Well, my first stop is gonna be the closest donut shop.
Oh, Hina, there's no more donut shops.
Hina just goes back into the school. I can figure out the rest from there.
And what are you gonna do if there are no more donut shops or donuts?
I'll just get some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat.
What if there's no wheat? Oh, I get it now. If there's no road, you just gotta build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world. That's my hope. I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of Yasuhiro Hagakure's life story is about to begin. Thanks, Hina. You totally opened my eyes.
Hey, personal space, buddy, you're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. This is insane. Even if everyone in the outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped in despair.
We're psyching ourselves up so much, and we're gonna get out there and everything's fine.
As long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. If we can get out of here and do something, we have some sort of impact.
But what can we do? There's so few of us, and we're so small. So what can we do? No, we can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything.
We can do anything! Beep.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if
God
we
rest
gotta
her
say
soul.
goodbye, we
Sakura!
may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know.
I'm good.
Thanks.
I'm good.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but
So tsundere.
You love us, Byakuya.
Don't
We're
know
your
why,
best
but
friends
I
now.
have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about the master and me.
And that is how 50 Shades of Grey was written.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still, it does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I
That was
guess
the
we...
worst sentence I ever read. IGBV. You know, I thought Mario Kart Monday was filthy, but you're really taking it to a whole nother level.
It looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up. I have to push even harder. I'm gonna keep moving forward with hope in my heart. He pushes a button and the school just explodes.
Wham!
Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. They get out there and immediately just get gunned down by, like, rebels who are waiting for the ultimate despair to come out. The door began to open. With my hands, with our hands. Hope and despair mingle together, opening the door to the future. Uh-oh, those guns are gonna shoot us. No, never mind. We're good.
That would be really... What a fucking ending that would be. It's really bright out.
Yeah. It's just the sun.
This high school
We haven't
is on
seen
the sun.
Also, we haven't seen sunlight in like weeks.
Yeah.
Is that the end? We're not gonna get to see if it's fucked up or not? Nope. No, the credits are just the characters.
I'm a little bit confused. Are these the Japanese voice actors?
No, I guess so.
Man, if you're the English voice actors, I'd be a little upset.
Well, maybe it'll go around again.
Okay.
Hey, it's that really good flashback that they showed us a million times.
Yeah. I love that flashback.
Well, unless there's a cutscene after this, I guess it's just an ambiguous ending. I guess we just have to play the second game.
I mean, I guess it makes sense that it wouldn't answer the question since,
Yeah.
like, there are sequels. If, like, you knew if the world was fucked or not, and you were playing, like, a sequel, you'd be like, this seriously shades my decision-making here.
Also, they probably didn't know if they were gonna get a sequel. So maybe they wanted to leave it open-ended to give them more creative freedom.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So, thoughts about the game? Our usual post-game review.
It's good.
It's good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm excited to play the second game, though we probably won't get to it for a little bit,
Yeah.
because we have other stuff.
Other stuff to play.
But I hope we don't wait too long.
Well, let's see. Well, I liked parts of it. I have to say, I thought Switch Entertainment. I thought, I was a little bit disappointed. I felt like the whole parts of the game where, like, you hung out with people were a little bit weak.
Yeah.
Like, it felt kind of a lot like these are, they existed only to further, like, a mechanic.
Yeah, I did feel like that.
And, it was a mechanic that I didn't enjoy interacting with. The problem is that this game is essentially good because it's got a good story. And, you know, good characters.
And some good characters.
But as far as the game goes, it's not a very good game.
Yeah, a lot of the actual mechanics I wasn't a huge fan of. Like you said, I think what pulled me in the most were some of the characters were really good, and it did a good job with the murder mystery element of sort of giving you all these little hints and such of the overarching plot and also the murders themselves. I was like, oh, I want to know who the murderer is. But my criticisms would be like a lot of the mechanics of the game felt a little,
Just feel shoehorned in.
yeah, unnecessary. Like, when I think of social linking, I think of like Persona, where you actually hang out with them and sort of get to know the character. And with this one, it was just sort of a way to get your skills, and you spent like 2 minutes with them, but
Yeah,
you didn't
you-
really learn a whole lot.
You
Like,
got a little bit of dialogue.
yeah, like the most we learned was from Sakura because we hung out with her the most, but because of the nature of the game, since characters get killed off and you don't know who, unless you go back through it again, it doesn't really give you the option of getting to know all the characters.
Yeah.
So yeah. But that said, despite that, I think it did a good job of some of the characters. It made you like them very quickly.
Yeah, I liked a lot of the characters.
There's a bonus mode to know them all. Oh, like once you finish it, you can go back or something.
You can go back and social link with them or whatever. I see.
That's cool.
I mean, that's cool. That's interesting. But
yeah, the actual trials were all right.
were they?
I mean, the only times I really didn't like him was when I was doing like the comic bit and the dancing bit. Let's see what this is. Uh-oh.
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma.
Night, Sans.
Good night, Sans.
And I am your I am this school's headmaster.
Easter egg present. All's well that ends.
Oh, this must be what school mode is.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
I don't think any of the gameplay parts are good.
yeah. I didn't, like, I can appreciate what they were going for. I can understand that maybe they, like, wanted to do sort of an Ace Attorney trial, but wanted to make it a little more visually interesting and less just point and click on the stuff. So I can understand what they were going for, but I don't think it was executed very well.
Yeah, a lot of it went bad.
And I wonder if maybe in the sequels they fix some of that. I don't know.
So
If they make it a little less frustrating.
a couple of things I found out about the sequels, just in terms of mechanics, is that they're harder.
Well, then we'll do it on gentle mode, I guess.
And because like they like load you up with more bullets on a regular basis. So I think the only...
I mean, I wouldn't mind that, because I did feel that I could have done with more difficulty in terms of, like, picking evidence. Because, like with Ace Attorney, which we are constantly comparing it to.
Well, for good reason.
Yeah, for good reason. With Ace Attorney, you just have all your evidence, and you just have to figure it out, you know? Whereas when they just gave me one bullet, it felt like, oh, well, I guess I'm just using this one. And, I mean, sometimes it was where you had to, like, grab one from the testimony, which was interesting. But for the most part, I don't think I would mind too much having more bullets. My main frustration with the bullet part was the freaking reticle going everywhere.
Yeah, the aim drift in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess in the second game, if that's changed, or if there's a character like Byakuya who gives you better aim, then maybe we should ask the chat so we can talk to them first. That was one of the more frustrating things for me.
Right. Yeah. The other thing that I didn't understand 100% was that, you know, there's not a lot of good feedback in some of the stuff that's going in the game. Like, the fact of the matter is that you get these coins, and you use these coins to buy the thing in the gachapon, and then you give the stuff from the gachapon to the characters. And it's like, it sort of seems like there's feedback, like they say they liked it or they didn't.
Yeah.
But then it's like,
it felt a little unnecessary.
Yeah, what does that matter?
Yeah. I don't know if do they give you, like, more points if you give them something you like?
I don't know. Maybe. Probably. It's just not, like, conveyed very well no matter what it is.
Yeah.
So I do want to say the one thing, and I've read an opinion that disagrees with me about this, which I was really surprised. The one thing I would do like about this over Ace Attorney is just the investigation parts. I hate the investigation parts in Ace Attorney because it involves a lot of, like, rubbing everything on everything else and, like, scanning every pixel of the entire screen. That's, like, really tedious, but...
You like the little thing that tells you what you can...
I really like the thing that tells you...
Where to go and what to investigate.
And, like, honestly...
It's more linear.
Yeah. If Ace Attorney was a little more linear.
Yeah. I do agree that, like, sometimes Ace Attorney can be a little frustrating when you don't know where you're supposed to go next. Or what you're supposed to, like, present. You have to present evidence to a specific person, but you don't know who or what. That can be a little frustrating.
They're, like, two opposites in terms of, like, what's wrong with them. Like, Ace Attorney's problem is that, like, there's a lot of, like, points where you get to it where it's like, I just have to brute force this section and, like, try everything on everything to see what fucking Chutakumi wants me to do.
Like, the game even, like, pokes fun at itself in the newer games where it's like, Just present all your evidence to everyone.
Yeah.
All the time.
This is sort of the opposite problem where it's like there's not ever a lot of like critical thinking involved.
Yeah.
Like the game just goes.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's hard.
You gotta find some sort of middle ground.
Hard to fuck it up. That being said, like I have to say, in terms of almost every aspect, I like Ace Attorney a lot better.
Yeah. I would I enjoyed this game, but given the choice of like replaying this game or replaying any Ace Attorney, I'd pick Ace Attorney.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that said, I still did enjoy this game.
I also liked this game.
And I am excited to play the next one.
Mm-hmm.
I think another thing is, like I said, this game, I like characters in Ace Attorney more than I liked these characters, but because Ace Attorney I think is like a lot more in depth, I feel. Whereas with this one, because characters die off, they have to like endear themselves to you very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it did a good job of that.
That's true, but I don't know, that's sort of like a fundamental problem is that I don't think any of the characters in this game have an opportunity to like really let you get to know them like you get to know like Maya or Trucy.
I mean, with Ace Attorney, all the people you meet, none of them are the murder victims because the murder happens first and then you have to prove blah, blah, blah. Whereas with this one, the murder victims, you have that like sort of tension of like, you're getting to know this character, but they might get killed soon.
You never meet the murder victims.
Yeah. What?
What about how quickly we forget, Chelsea, our dear mentor, Mia Fey.
Yeah. Who?
Wow. Oh, I'm sorry. Miss Big Boobs.
Oh, okay. You very rarely meet the murder victim. And even in that case, Mia was you only knew Mia for the first prologue case, and then she just comes back from the dead a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, either way.
You know my point.
Yeah, I get your point. I don't know. It's like, it's a fun game. It's a fun story. It's a bad game. It's a bad game with a fun story attached to it.
Yeah, I feel like the story made up for a lot of the annoyances in the actual mechanics.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that maybe the mechanics get a little better and the story stays the same or gets better.
I've heard that the third one's mechanics are probably the least obnoxious.
Well, that's good. I haven't heard anything about the third game. I've been trying to keep away from spoilers. I know a little bit about the second game, but still not a whole lot. But my general impression is that the games get better every game in terms of both like story and mechanics.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know.
Yeah, I also like have seen some pictures of the new games, and like the third game looks really cool. Like that, I guess that's the one thing to this game's credit is that is a much more dynamic presentation. But I think even that, like, I don't know. I think even Ace Attorney's sort of like minimalist presentation has like charm to it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That I couldn't like say that is strictly worse.
I feel like even though you can definitely compare the two on a lot of elements, there are also other things that they're very apples and oranges, and it's hard to compare them.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, aesthetics and...
Well, yeah. Well, the aesthetics, you know...
Yeah.
Were chosen to suit, like, the mood, I guess. I don't know. That's not really a good observation.
Yeah, but, like... The main things that ties Ace Attorney in this one for comparison is, like, the murder mystery element in the trial.
Yeah.
So like the investigation and the trial. But all the other stuff is sort of very different.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I think they're quite similar.
Yeah, they are.
I feel like I don't know, the core idea of the games are both like pretty much they're games like the game that they want you to play, the game that the game creators made, where you have to point out logical inconsistencies, and sort of everything is built around that core.
Yeah.
And sort of the way it's been built out around Ace Attorney, I just find wholly more appealing.
Yeah, I agree. This is the first game. This is sort of It originally came out on the Vita or the PSP.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the same thing?
No. Vita is a different thing than the PSP. It's like the DS and the 3DS.
Oh, okay. Well, it came out on one of those, and then
It came out on the Vita.
It came out on the Vita, and then more recently they remade it for the PS4, which is what this version that we're playing is.
Yep.
That's why we have the first and second games on both on this. And then I think the third game is also available on PS4.
Mm-hmm.
So
I believe all three.
yeah, so we can stream them pretty easily.
Yeah. Okay.
Overall, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It has some flaws. It has some big flaws, but I still really liked it a lot, and I'm excited to get to the next game, which will be who knows when.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine not too far in the future, because like we're
I don't know, man.
not super far. I don't think it'll be like months, but it could be weeks.
Maybe. I don't know. We have like a lot of games in the pipe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Do we want to
I don't know how long do we want to
discuss it so that people watching know what's going on?
I mean, so before we play Danganronpa 2, we are going to be playing at the very least Night in the Woods.
Yeah.
And Bayonetta 1.
Mm-hmm.
So those are two games that like are getting completed.
Right. How long is Night in the Woods? I didn't think it was that long.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. We're playing Doki Doki, but that's only going to take a day.
It should only take a day.
We have to.
And then we have Zelda all the time.
Those are both 6 to 8 hours. Is Bayonetta only 6 to 8 hours?
Oh, and that shouldn't be that long. Those sound like they would take only.
Or are you talking
3.
about Doki Doki and Night in the Woods? We're almost done with Lisa.
Yeah, but like the thing is, then Lisa's done, we start Night in the Woods.
Right. We'll probably do Four Swords eventually. We have to figure out how we would do Four Swords, though.
We would do Four Swords like this. Here's what we'd do. And this is a little wild, but you're gonna have to bear with me here.
Okay.
So there is and also this isn't gonna happen anytime soon. You can get a GameCube. You can jury rig a GameCube to be on the internet. I just realized that no one else is gonna have no one else is gonna play with us. So I don't know how Four Swords is gonna work out.
You can you play it? You have to have 4 people? Can you play it with less?
You should definitely play Four Swords with 4 people. I feel very strongly about this.
Well, maybe we can get viewers to play with us if it's on the internet or something.
That's the problem, is that they also need a GameCube and a Game Boy Advance that is connected to the internet.
Is it local? Like if we had 4 people in here with us, we could use one GameCube, or do we both need a GameCube?
Oh no, if it's local, we only need a GameCube.
Well, then maybe we could just get a couple of people to come over.
But then we need 4 physical Game Boy Advances.
Oh, okay.
I have 2 Game Boy Advances here, but we need 2 more.
I have 1.
Okay,
somewhere.
So we need 1 more Game Boy Advanced.
But that will be quite far in the future because we have to finish Oracle of Ages, which is going to take forever. We need to just power power through it. We're like over halfway through, but we keep taking really long breaks between each episode.
Yeah, because that's the other reason we can't play Danganronpa.
Yeah,
is because we keep playing Danganronpa instead of Zelda.
We need to just power through Oracle of Ages so that we can start Skyward Sword. Because it's been a year since we said we were going to play Skyward Sword.
Do you have a GameCube attached to the internet though? Naga _ because that is the price to entry. for this complicated setup. Right. Yeah, because nobody does. I was thinking of this like this would be easy, but I realized that multiple people need to have this setup. I don't know. Listen, it's not going to happen for a while.
Yeah, because we're going to place our order right now, because we usually do 2D Zelda, then 3D Zelda, then back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing the Oracle games now, then we're going to do Skyward Sword, then we're going to do Minish Cap.
We're supposed to do Minish Cap after Skyward Sword.
And then Twilight Princess?
I didn't know that was what we were doing after.
I don't know.
Something. That's...
And then a 3D Zelda.
Then a 3D Zelda.
Twilight Princess or Ocarina or Majora's Mask. One of those.
Mm-hmm. Yours is going to come a point where like we have more 2D Zeldas left than there are 3D Zeldas.
Yeah. Well, that's something for us to worry about in the future. Maybe by the time we get to there, the next Zelda will be out.
I think you might be surprised. I'm sorry. Wait, what was the difference? How long between Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild?
How long has it taken us to get through just the Zeldas we've done?
So we've done 4 Zeldas in... Wait, hold on. Gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've done 6 Zeldas in less than 2 years.
I don't know. Well, but also we'll probably be playing other things, so it depends on how often we play the Zeldas we're playing. Like, it's taken us like half a year to do just
Chelsea,
the Oracle
what are we
games.
gonna do if we like have a bunch of donors on Patreon and then we have to do video games as our full-time job? Then we'll be fucked.
Then we'll just play more video games.
Yeah, but then we'll
Other
run out of
video games.
Zeldas too fast.
And we'll just start over again.
That sounds...
And we'll just play Breath of the Wild forever. We'll just do different types of runs. We'll do a Gerudo outfit run, do nude run.
Nude
Yeah.
run. We'll do We'll start playing like Skyrim mods that are Zelda.
We'll play Hyrule Warriors. We'll play CDI.
10 Zeldas in 10 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's we have to be really raking in the money for that to be a thing.
Also, I think it was Kirby who was telling us that Bayonetta is indeed only like 6 to 8 hours unless you try to master it.
I just want to put out for the record, and I don't know for sure, but I imagine the learning curve involved in playing Bayonetta, like, enough to advance the plot is going to make it a little longer than that. I've played Platinum games before, but not Bayonetta, so I don't expect to be totally hopeless at it, but I will need a minute to get acclimated. And then Chelsea's playing Dark Souls.
Yeah. That's happening. I'll also play, like, Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty.
So, those games are, like, very easy, I've heard. Isn't Call of Duty an easy game?
Oh. It's just shoot people.
That sounds easy.
Yeah.
I don't know, but whatever.
No, you've hurt Greta's delicate sensibilities by not having played Bayonetta.
I'm sorry, Greta. I don't know what happened. Well, the thing is that when Bayonetta first came out, I didn't have a PS3 or an Xbox. I only had a Wii. And so I didn't buy it. And then when I got a PS3, it'd been out for a while, and I didn't get it because it wasn't new. And no one was like, get Bayonetta. No More Heroes. Is that... No, that's not Platinum. That's Suda 51. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I always never was interested in No More Heroes. There's something about it that always seemed to gross, but I think it's worth a try. Suda 51's supposed to be cool.
I think Melissa played No More Heroes and liked it.
Yeah. It's got Travis Touchdown in it.
We also have to eventually get back to Persona.
Well, that's true. That's like...
Speaking of anime games.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
There are just so many games,
There's
you
a
guys.
lot of video games that
There's a lot of video games and
need
only so much
playing.
time.
Yeah.
We have to prioritize.
We really need to start getting paid for this somehow. Like,
Spread the word. Tell your friends. Tell your friends to watch us and follow us and subscribe to us on YouTube.
okay, Greta, Jesus Christ. Yeah, tell all your friends to come hang out. Hey kids, you like anime? You'll love this. And then I mean we'll probably play Bayonetta 2 eventually, and Bayonetta 3 after that or something.
When we finish Zelda, we should just play dumb Japanese games.
There's no such thing as a dumb Japanese game.
Yeah, we do generally try to prioritize the ones we want to play.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's why, like, we have kind of a list of about when we'll play each game, and, like, games like the DS's Zelda games and, Zelda 2 are kind of at the end.
Also because, you know, real life happens, who knows what the future holds, and if something happens where we can't continue our channel, we'd rather...
If, like, I die.
Yeah. Then we would rather have been able to have already played the games we want, rather than have played the games we didn't want to and then never get to do the ones we want. So,
Chelsea, if I die, you can have my half of the channel.
oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's very,
I was gonna leave it to my
magnanimous.
cats,
Yeah.
but I decided that you can have it.
Well, thank you. If I die, my half of the channel goes to Greta.
That's cool. I'm cool with Greta being my new co-host. You think that bothers me?
Spider Day will become much more educational.
Yeah.
I'm sure our non-existent body pillow will go to IGBV.
Yeah, my non-existent body pillow. Won't go. No, it doesn't exist.
Any last remarks?
I dislike the design of Monokuma intensely.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's dumb and edgy and hot topic-y.
It is a little bit. I didn't hate it, but I didn't particularly like it.
I don't like it.
I felt indifferent.
It bugs me. Look, Greta, I don't know if you've watched our channel, but you know, every other week we have a thing where we talk about stuff like mpreg, so you're not gonna scare off anybody who's not already been scared. Wow, thanks, Elgato Game Capture HD. I super care.
Don't you want to install this update?
Not right now. I'm busy. Jesus.
Okay, guys. Well, that was a lot of fun. We'll get to the second game eventually. And stay tuned, because as we were just saying, we've got a lot of things in the pipes.
Got a lot of things, not just streams too. We got like other kinds of videos coming out.
Yeah, we're working
just around
on
the corner.
We're working on more content for our YouTube channel, so go check that out. Give us a subscribe.
Tweet at us.
Check us out. We're on Twitter and Facebook as well. And you know, just tell your friends.
Tweet cool pics.
Yeah. Don't forget our Valentine's Day special coming in a couple days.
Doki Doki Literature Club.
Playing Doki Doki.
A normal game for normal gamers.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be fine.
We're playing, and Bayonetta is on Friday, supposedly.
Bayonetta's on Friday. So make sure you're there.
Yeah.
Join us.
Join us!
And we'll see you there.
Bye.